A very brief explanation of the card game Achroma. Achroma is an evolving card game set within 5 realms. It currently has 4 expansions to the game, each in a different realm. These being The Curse of Curdle Hill, The Siege of Draco Temple, The Fall of Flutterby, and the best one yet, The Warriors of Wishwell. The cards that you find in any standard deck or palette can be placed into one of 4 categories. Characters, the people and creatures of a realm. Object cards, action or event, and finally, locations within the realm. So let's talk about the actual game. So once everyone's been dealt their starting hand of 5 cards, you then battle it out basically to see who can win with the Achroma method or the Achroma method. Each player starts off with 10 shards in their shard bank. The Achroma method is reducing every other player to 0 shards using typically Achroma related cards. This could be through the actions or effects on the cards or by drain and steal in the resolve step. And then the Achroma method is putting yourself up to 30 shards, which can be achieved in basically the same way. It is worth noting when you play a card, obviously, the shards in the shard hex in the center need to come out of your shard bank in order for that card to be played. On screen is an example of an Achroma character. This is Chieftain Snorri of Brisgavi, hope I said that right. As you can see, in his hex he has 3 Achroma shards, which are black. We're going to ignore his ability because that, whilst that is a signature move of the Brisgavi, being Rage, it's not a signature move of anything Achroma related. But you can see in the top right, it's Resolve -2, so that's Steal 2, just to help you to bring down the other player's shard banks. On the other hand, here is an example of a Achroma card. This is Chiefess Astrid of Lacringi. She has no resolve to do with Achroma, but in her hex she has 5 green Achroma shards, no black Achroma shards. Of course, there are other colours that could be in the hex, but she's obviously just green. I'm guessing because she is green herself. And her ability, we're going to ignore the shield wall. That is the signature ability so far of the Lacringi. But +2 for each holder troll on your canvas. So obviously if you're playing this in a holder troll type deck, you'll be able to gain a lot of shards when resolving with this ability. Of course, just because you're trying to increase your shards or deplete everyone else's shards doesn't mean that everyone will sit around idly in their game. For example, Gunnar of Brisgavi, which I'm pulling up here, as you can see in the center of his hex, he has a value of 4. That's his strength value. He can then use that to attack other characters. When you are attacking, you immediately take damage from that other card as well, so the strengths immediately battle off against each other. The defense stat is basically the number of shards that you see within the hex. The strength and the defense are different, however. Whilst characters can only attack characters, other cards may have effects that can erase other cards from the canvas, meaning characters should not be your only main port of call when playing this game. Object cards can be attached to your characters, buffing them in terms of strength and shard value defense. You can also give them extra abilities or effects. Action cards, however, can be played at any time during your turn, not just in your deploy phase, and can be extremely powerful and even turn the tide of a single battle. Meanwhile, location cards are your anchors, providing long-term abilities which can either buff you or debuff your opponents. I won't dive deep into the resolve step, however, it is important to consider that little number in the top right, as gaining shards at an end of a turn is a great way to refuel your shard bank after playing many cards, and it is your primary way of doing this. You never know what to expect when playing a game of Achroma. As I said, there are 4 releases. Your opponent could be playing the Achroma cards, the Achroma cards. You don't know who you're going to come up against. Sure, some cards can be tailored to attack certain characters. For example, if you're playing from the Draco Planum, there are cards specifically suited to taking down dragons. But if your opponent isn't playing dragons, what do? Achroma finds ways for those cards to regain value in your draw and trade step, so you're never stuck. But then again, you can't know what your opponent is going to be playing, and that just really sells it, especially since it's not just a 2-player game. You can play this with up to 6 people, like, sat in a circle. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and even more so with their next release, The Rise of the Realm Runners, introducing roundless cards that can be played in any deck regardless of the realm you're playing. I'm just really excited for the future of this game, and I can't wait to see how they take it and what direction they push it next. In the description, there's going to be links to the Achroma website and to Achroma videos by the official Achroma channel on how to play. They are constantly updating this game, taking balancing into account from their official Discord. But I can only tell you, you guys need to get involved. It is such a good game, and it feels so great to play. And the cards, they're beautiful, man. So yeah, bye.